But I'm just wondering, as you build up the market share globally, is there a limit to the direct selling business model as you practice it? And should we think about going forward, you need to look into the agency or using importers to basically develop market share more smoothly, I guess, globally? And so, in other words, is there kind of a sell by date for the direct business model as you practice it today?
It seems to be working well so far.
Because we hear different feedback from customers who miss the human interaction or unhappy with the service, and I'm just wondering if you're seeing some growth pains in there that would lead you to change. You're not seeing that.
Well, I mean, there are, since we're always going to have some growing pains where, at times, and it depends on which geography we're talking about, where sometimes service is behind sales, sometimes it's ahead of sales. This is, Tesla's growing, I believe, faster than any company in history that makes a large, complex manufactured object. So, these are, if you're trying to max, it's always difficult to match exponentials. But I think it is helpful to have the feedback loop with our service, because that means we feel the pain of service, and then we can adjust the design to make the car need less service. And I think that gives us the right incentive structure, because the best service is no service. The car doesn't break. And whereas if you have, say, a dealer network that is reliant upon service as a revenue, then you arguably have a misalignment of incentives, where they're making money on service, but actually we want to, the best thing for the consumer is the car doesn't need servicing. So.
Yeah. And on that front, if I can follow up, have you worked out, for many of your traditional competitors, a fair amount of profits for them comes from selling spare parts and servicing. And you don't have that in your profit structure. And have you worked out how much of a deficit you have compared to your peers?
Yeah, actually, this one's something I could wax on about for a while, because really people didn't understand that the best short-selling argument against Tesla for the longest time was the fact that Tesla does not have an existing fleet, and that the auto industry, the reason incumbents succeed and newcomers fail, the biggest reason is that the incumbents have a large fleet, and they're able to sell new cars at close to zero margin, and then sell spare parts at a very high margin, sort of, razors and blades type thing. And so the only way to actually succeed, for a newcomer to succeed, is to have a product that is so compelling that people are willing to pay a premium over the incumbent product. And in the absence of electrification and autonomy, I don't think a newcomer can succeed.
Thank you very much, everyone. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this quarter. We'll see you again in 3 months from now. Thank you.